Oh, so you want to be a better runner? Just give me a sec. Yeah, I know. You want to be a better runner? Just give me a sec. If I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've probably said it 3 times. If you want to be a better runner, just give me a sec. You still want to know how to become a better runner? Just give me a sec. Aren't they beautiful? Our 3 chooks. Bunty, Babs and Ginger. Safety. Why is safety important to make you a better runner? Well, if you're not safe and something happens to you, it's going to impact on your training, isn't it? And the only way to become a better runner is to have good training. And if you have been injured for whatever reason, or you're not going to be able to run and improve. There's 3 aspects of safety, I believe. One is personal security. You need to make sure that you're safe from anyone that might hurt you. This can involve running in isolated places. It can involve running through places that where there's known criminal activities. Don't do it. Find other places, other times to run. Second aspect of safety is medical health. If you're not well, if you're sick and you run, you're more likely to have that illness worsen if there's something wrong with your heart or your lungs or your brain or something, and it'll affect your running. It'll affect your running training. So medical health needs to be attended to if there is something wrong. Are you on the right medication? Are you doing the right things for your health, eating well, etc., etc.? And the third aspect is musculo-skeletal. Do you have some sort of niggling pain in your legs, for example? It could be something that's going to lead to plantar fasciosis or runner's knee or iliotibial band friction syndrome, or patellofemoral syndrome, or some other leg injury that's going to impact on your training, because it all comes back to training. If you can't train properly, you're not going to become a better runner. E stands for enjoyment. It's very important that your running is enjoyable. Excuse me while I just do some park run preparation. I'm directing tomorrow. Dubbo park run. Be there or be square. So why is enjoyment so important? Well, I think there's a number of reasons. The more likely you enjoy what you're doing, the more likely you're going to do it. And I guess running is something that intrinsically I enjoy over many, many years. So it's a sort of a given that I'm going to run as long as I can physically. I don't have to mentally prepare myself to go running. I enjoy that process. And to a certain extent, the more I run, the more likely I'm going to keep running. So, what are the keys to enjoying your running? Well, I think there's 4. Well, 3 really, if you include the first 2 together. So I'm going for a run now, and I'm going to run it in a way that I think is enjoyable. Actually going to do a Garmin daily suggested workout consisting of a recovery run that's actually programmed for early next week. But I'm going to do that 24-minute run now because I know that there are 4 factors that are going to affect my enjoyment. 4 factors. So I'll be back soon and we'll go through those 4 while I'm either running or when I get back. Not sure yet, we'll see. The four keys of enjoyment for me. I think the first one is I choose a distance or a time running that's well within my capabilities. There's no point me going out for a 2-hour run and expecting to enjoy it. It's not within my capabilities at the moment. Distance and time. This one is 24 minutes. Certainly within my capabilities. It's a recovery run that Garmin have for me. And the second one is pace. The pace of the run also needs to be within my capabilities. May not always be the same, but a pace that's within my ability to perform and enjoy, whether it be faster or easier. The pace of this run is the recovery pace. It's about 7 minutes per kilometre. Probably going a bit fast. Actually, slow it down. Pace. So distance, pace, and variety. What do I mean by variety? Enjoyment. Variety. If I vary my distance, if I vary my pace, not necessarily in the same run, but if I vary my distance and times of run, my pace that the run is done, not always easy, sometimes harder, it's more likely to be enjoyable. Variety also includes the place that you run. A few different types of places is always good and adds to the enjoyment. I tend to find myself down here in what's called Troy Gully in Dubbo. Why? Because I think not only does it provide that variety of experience, but it also gives me connection. What do I mean by connection? Connection. If your running provides you a point of connection, it might be a point of connection with friends or family who also run, giving you that social aspect that can be and is very enjoyable, particularly if you're a bit of an extrovert. I enjoy the company of people, which I do. Occasionally I like to run with people, but often I like to run on my own because my connection is with God. And for me, it's my personal faith of Jesus as the Son of God. I feel connected to Him when I'm running in His creation. So point of connection, I think, can provide every runner, no matter what that connection is, whether it be friends, family, your deep sense of self of who you are, a runner. But for me, it's a connection with God, and this run particularly I'm enjoying so much. So give me a sec. The C stands for consistency, and if you want to be a better runner, you certainly have to have or need consistent training, and that can be facilitated, I think, by regularity. Now, I don't mean the toilet regularity, I mean the regularity of runs, at least 2 or 3 per week, consistently. Recoveries is also a very important part for consistent running. You need to recover from those runs. If it's a hard run, it means an easy day after a rest day. If it's an easy day, then less needing a recovery run the next day, or recovery session. That could be some other form of cross-training. And also, don't forget that if you're wanting to avoid injury, prehab or prehabilitation is the go. Have you got a set of exercises that are specifically going to help you reduce your chance of getting an injury from your running? That's the last thing you want. Consistency is one of the first things you want. Well, the third thing in the SEC. Give me a sec. So, becoming a better runner, I've listed actually 10 points in give me a sec. Safety, enjoyment, consistency. There are 10 factors that I've included. There's probably more. You probably have some. Can you think of any that you think make you or others a better runner? To train better, to stay uninjured, to keep that whole process of safety, enjoyment and consistency going. Thoughts? I've enjoyed making this video and I hope you have enjoyed watching it.